Welcome back to the channel. My name is Taylor and today marks the return of the Taylor Talks Crochet podcast. I don't think I could tell you the last time I filmed one of these videos. I have been crocheting like crazy. I have not stopped crocheting, don't get it twisted. But I have found crochet content a bit like harder to make than say like book content or just vlogs or just like chatty videos. I find that a lot of crochet content that does well is pattern ideas or no, that's it. It's mostly that. I would like to do more like crochet vlogs. I'm trying to get back into it. Everything has been crazy since moving to Minneapolis. I know that I say this a lot, but most of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. So please subscribe to the channel so that you can learn more about me. I can learn more about you. You can be a part of our growing community. On this channel, we like to read, we love to crochet, and we also do some other hobbies, and we have short discussions about things that I think are important. We just overall have a great time, and I would love for you to be a part of our community. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you like any of these kind of smaller objects that I'm going to be showing you, I do have a website where you can purchase finished objects from me. I am still in the process of filling out the website, but the link is in the description if you want to go check it out. Right now I just have some book sleeves on there and my easy breezy beach bag pattern. Let's start with acquisitions. So I went to Stephen B. Yarn in Minneapolis on an outing for a friend's birthday, and I got this Madeline Tosh spicy ramen twist light sock yarn. It is a 75% superwash merino wool and 25% nylon. This is probably my favorite yarn ever. I really wish that Madeline Tosh would bring this back. This was a yarn of the month in like January of 2024, so I'm surprised that Stephen B even had this, but I am just going to, I think, knit some socks with this. I do want to get this, caked up and cast it on. I think I'm going to do a yarn chores video soon. I've got so many things that I need to like cake up and actually unravel too. I've got a lot of stuff to unravel. But yeah, so I got that. And then also at Stephen B, I got this mercerized cotton Duna Circulo. It doesn't have like a color name, but it is a weight 3 yarn. Calls for a 3.25 millimeter crochet hook. I will be using a 4 or a 4.5 with this. It's just like a red, white, dark blue, and light blue. And it has 186 yards, which I do think is too small for a bag that I would normally make, but maybe if I made like a smaller one or maybe a bandana, ooh, that would be really cute for like the 4th of July. Yeah, so maybe I'll do something like that, but I just really liked this. I thought it was really pretty. The Shepherd's Harvest Sheep and Wool Festival over Mother's Day weekend. I went on Saturday and hung out with my mother on Sunday. And so these next two I got at Interlacements Yarns. So this is the colorway Rhode Island. It is 100% wool and it's approximately 120 yards. I just thought this was so fun. I don't know what I'm going to make with it yet. I'm kind of leaning towards crocheting like a fun beanie. So might do that with this. And then I got this fiber. I do have a drop spindle. I need to do more with the drop spindle, but I just like couldn't resist. So this is 3 ounces of roving wool. It just reminded me of fire, and I love the color red. And these two were in a bin, like 1 for 16, 2 for 28, I think 3 for 36 or something. So I got these two from Interlacement Yarns. And then the last one, I'm so excited, Maker's Way Fiber Mill in South Dakota. Such nice people run this mill. I love their mill ends. This is 100% natural fibers. It can contain, well, it does contain wool, but it can also contain alpaca. And I really liked the fade that we kind of got going on here. So I really want to make like a nice, chunky, I think I'm leaning towards like a triangle scarf. Kind of like one of those things that looks like a mini shawl. I'm just not quite certain yet. I know that I want to crochet. I've got about 600 yards here, and each of these were $16 a piece. And so that's obviously another thing that I gotta cake up. And then all of my finished objects and my works in progress are all mixed up together. So honestly, I'm just gonna start picking stuff up from the piles that I have surrounding me here. You can't see my floor, but I have a lot of projects around me. Like I said, it's been a while. All of these are pretty recent projects that I have made or have been working on. I have quite a few things that are finished, but the ends aren't woven in. So, for example, I am kind of prototyping a book sleeve. So this was the first one. This is a little bit smaller than I would have liked. For example, this is Rouge by Mona Awad. This book is like around 400 pages and it barely fit in here. And so obviously that's not quite what I'm looking for, and it's just a little bit too big to be a Kindle sleeve. So I made, so this will look like this once it's done. But right now I just have this. This is using the shell stitch and a 5mm crochet hook. I am so glad that Hirschner's bought the Big Twist brand, or they're collabing, whatever you want to call it. But oh my god, I'm so glad that I am not going to be, you know, missing Big Twist forever. But yeah, so I have these for like book sleeve patterns that I'm kind of trying to work on. Then next I have been making a few bucket hats to list on my website. So this one is using Lily Sugar and Cream in the colorway Psychedelic. That silly end. This, I cannot remember what the colorway is. And then this is using just a lot of different ends. I really do kind of like it though. I don't know, I think the black is a little bit harsh in the middle here, but also it's like not bad. So yeah, this was just using up a lot of scraps that I had. And that bucket hat pattern, I can find it and link it below. I have it saved to my crochet ideas playlist. Yeah, so those are all going to be listed on my website. And then the next thing is my Sweethearts book sleeve tutorial. I am working on the pattern for this. I have the pattern written, I'm working on the photos to go in it. So it's just this very nice and cute book sleeve that looks like little hearts. And it is like expandable. It can hold Don Quixote, right? That's what that one is. And that's like 1,000 pages. So here's what we got going on. I have modified it just like a tiny bit. But yeah, so we got lots of colors of this. We got this mint, light pink, this really fun pattern, rainbow, woodsy, tweed, another psychedelic one, this kind of weird brown. I mean, I like it, but it is kind of like an interesting thing. More tweed, this bright pink. Next I have 4 squares that are going to be a dress once I am done with it. These have just kind of been, the squares have been done for a while, and I even have the big one marked. See where I'm going to like put them together, but I just need to weave in the ends. I saw something like this on Pinterest. I'm really interested to see how it's going to turn out. I really hope it turns out well. Obviously, with most crochet things, I have to wear like either a black sports bra or a tank top and like biker shorts. But that really doesn't bother me because I like having that extra layer. But I know like some people are like, oh, I don't like crochet clothing because of all the gaps in it. And that's fair. That's a fine critique because not everyone is okay with like kind of everything being on display or having to wear extra layers. But I am interested to see how that turns out. And if it does turn out well, maybe I will do a tutorial for it. But at this point, the jury is out. This is using Big Twist Value yarn, the ombre kind, in the colorway Pink Ombre. Next one here is a sweater. This was using Karen, one of the new ones for spring. I can never remember what this one was called. But this is 100% polyester. I would not buy this yarn again. I found it to be extremely slippery in my hands, and it just like, it was weird. It was weird, man. I just not a fan. But it looks really good on. I'm not gonna lie. This looks really, really good on, and I'm really excited for when the weather starts turning this fall. I have like a green khaki skirt that I think is gonna look really good with this in the fall time. I just need to weave in the pesky ends. I've been finding myself kind of just, sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to crochet right now. Therefore, all I do is just weave in some ends for like an hour, and then I'm like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. These next ones, so I have like 5 of these panels. I'm not gonna bring them all out. I had a friend request an oversized cardigan. I need to weave in the ends of all of the color changes you see here, and then I'm going to put them together, and then I need to put ribbing and the sleeves on it. And I don't know why weaving in the ends on these has been kind of torturous, but we're getting there, and we're gonna get there. This is with Big Twist yarn too, and I'm using a 6.0 millimeter crochet hook, so it's like got a lot of drape. I like that a lot. I'm just hoping that it stitches well together, like when I put the panels together. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Next 2 are small things for me. So the first thing is this. I believe this is called a lily hat. I'll have to go back and look at the creator, but I keep calling these tulip hats. These are not tulip hats. My students found my Instagram, bless them, and so they all started following me, and they saw that I had made a couple of these last summer, and they were like, drop the pattern. I was like, it's somebody else's pattern, I can't do it. And they're like, we really want one. And I was like, oh, okay. So I made 12 of these lily hats, 1 for each student on my team, and then 1 for me and my assistant coach. So for us, I decided to do these kind of rainbowy hats, and they are super, super fun. I'll have to figure out a time to wear them to like a pride event in June, even though June is wildly overpacked for me. The next thing is this bandana. I have been workshopping a new like bandana pattern, and you'll see a few there. I think there's some under the pile I have here. But I really like this. This is using Karen Simply Soft in the colorway Honeycomb. It's one of the speckly ones. I just don't feel comfortable like selling bandanas that are made of acrylic. Most bandanas that I sell are cotton, a cotton blend with, I'll do a cotton acrylic blend, or I'll do a cotton bamboo blend, because bamboo is kind of like a silk alternative. I know I have a friend who has coily hair, and she says that it's really nice on her hair. So, because I made her one. So, I don't know, like maybe, but I don't know. I don't feel comfortable because like acrylic can get really hot. And you know, the point of a bandana is like to help keep the sun off your head. And isn't it kind of like defeating the purpose if it's then made out of acrylic and it just like absorbs the heat and makes your head really hot? Because it's not breathable like cotton. So that's that's my rant. But I like it. I will wear it for things. I like to wear it on like cold days, kind of like today. Today's a very dreary day. It is raining. But what's the temperature? It's 62 degrees. So I'm making kind of a t-shirt thing. I've been wanting to make more like kind of summer friendly crochet objects that aren't also like crop tops. Like I love my crop tops, do not get me wrong, but they are not really school appropriate when I am going to hang out with my students and do speech things with them. That is what it is. So this is the first panel. It is going to be quite oversized, but I'm really happy with how this turned out. So here's kind of a close-up. I'm doing a like double, half double, double crochet mesh, half, yeah. So, and then this is the second panel. This is using Karen's Skinny Cakes in the colorway Blueberry Ice. And I guess I just can't stop using the skinny cakes. I have another ball of it right here. And you know what? This, I wish there was kind of like a little bit of teal in here rather than just the blue. Because you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the boy gay flag. Or like men loving men flag. Because I really, really like that flag. I just love the colors on it. So like this reminds me of it, but it doesn't have like a teal on it. This is a big one. I finally finished this. This is something I was chipping away on for so long, and I'm so happy that it is finally done. This is my star blanket, as in I'm keeping this one for me because I've already made 2 other star blankets for 2 other people. This was using Lion brand ice cream, but I got like the big ones in the colorway Tutti Frutti. I also got a Mandela one, so I know that there's like some peach in here that the Tutti Frutti doesn't have. I don't know if you can see it there. 2 of those plus 1 Mandela one, and like the colors are so similar. It was just that one peach, and I was like, you know what, I'm putting it in there because I don't know what I'm gonna use this one skein that my grandmother had given me of that other stuff. But it turned out to be a really nice big blanket. The ice cream yarn is a weight 3, so this did take a lot longer than say if I was working with a weight 4. I also used a 5.5mm crochet hook, so it's got this beautiful drape. I just need like a picnic that I can bring this outside. It's also just like the most lightweight blanket. It is so nice. It just like drapes over the body. I'm just like, oh. It like doesn't get too hot. I love it so much. This is not one of the Betty McKnit star blankets. I know that those are all the rage. I could not figure out the pattern. It's beautiful when it's all worked up. I really do think it's gorgeous. I didn't like all the counting that I had to do, and call me lazy. I like a lot of my crochet stuff to be like very like mind off. So you'll notice in a lot of my stuff, I really like double crochets. I like treble crochets. I love the granny cluster. Like that's just, it's what I like, and it's what my style is. So that's just me. Some people can do the beautiful intricate things, and I just don't have the patience for it. This is a free pattern off of Ravelry. I can find it and put it in the description. I know I'm the worst at putting links in the description, but I'm really going to try. Editing Taylor, don't be lazy. This next one, little weird, but I'm really excited for when it's done. This is going to be a tank top. This is based on a free pattern. I can't remember if I found it on Instagram or where exactly it came from, but it is a little like triangle cup tank top with fingering weight yarn. And so this is dongle tweed in the colorway, I believe like Florence or something, from Muse 2320 Fibers. And it's a dream to work with. I love tweed yarn. I really have been enjoying it. It's just with fingering weight yarn, therefore it's been taking a little bit of time. This is like, so I kind of just like keep some stuff around my desk, and I'm like, oh, I'll just like do a few stitches here, do a few stitches there. Next few things are works in progress. So this one I literally am almost done with. I am very excited to be almost done with it. Or I'm very excited to be done with it. This is a shawl, but I'm going to be putting straps on it so that it can also be a cross top. So it'll like go like this in the front. So it's pretty long. But I'm really happy with the way it turned out, or that it's turned out so far. I just need to chain 100 and then go through and like single crochet across the top and then 100 on the other side. I think this will be really, really good in the fall time. And this is using Lion brand Respun 100% recycled polyester. It's the bonus bundle, so it comes with 658 yards in the colorway Parchment. So honestly, boring color, but like I'm really excited for it to be just like a beautiful garment that I can wear all fall long. And then this next one, I do have a tutorial that I'm working on for it. So it is the like poncho-y sort of thing. So I just need to finish the tutorial on this, and then I'm really excited to like get that out to you guys. This blue green is 100% acrylic. It is the Big Twist Rave in the colorway Lava Lamp. I don't know how much Hirschner's is going to be bringing back everything outside of kind of the Big Twist basic line, but I do hope that they bring in, you know, some of the other stuff that's been coming out and that's interesting. This Rave stuff, it's like an unspun and I really like it. This colorway is a bit bright for how, you know, heavy a 100% acrylic garment is going to be. But yeah, like I said, I'm almost done with that tutorial. I just haven't worked on it in a while. I think everything that I have left are finished objects. So this one, oh my god, I'm just so excited. This is a maxi skirt with some ruffles, and I even put elastic in here because this is made with 100% acrylic. This is with the red heart biddy stripes in the colorway like Summer Sunset or something, and I've worn this a couple times. It is gorgeous on, and now that I have the elastic, I don't have to worry about it falling down. It was also doing this thing where, you know, I have the tie here, but it was kind of like puffing at the top and it just didn't look like it fit me right. And that is the hard part about like ribbing, like crochet ribbing, is that it doesn't quite like bounce back, we can say. But I know that like this probably doesn't look like it fits around my waist, but I mean it stretches pretty good. I did 2 layers of elastic. I just used like bracelet elastic that I found at Walmart. So, and I tied the ends together and clipped them rather than like weaving them in. I just didn't know if that would be like proper, but yeah, I'm very, very, very happy with this. I do want to make another one. I kind of want to make one in like a solid color. So obviously it'll be a waiting game until I figure out like what color do I want to make it, because I did just buy a floor length black skirt, so I don't think I want to do it in black. Plus like working with black yarn is already a nightmare sometimes. So I don't know what I'm gonna want, honestly. Maybe like white, maybe white, who knows, we don't know. The next thing I made for going to the Knox concert. So if you know the artist Knox, he is a male artist who writes like pop music. I don't know why I said that so weird. He writes pop music, but it's like kind of boy pop for girls. I don't know how to explain that. He's a man in his late 20s and the music he writes is fun. And his debut album was called Going, Going, Gone, which is the tour that he was going on, that, you know, the concert that I attended. And so I made this Big Twist in, I believe this light color is mint and the darker blue aqua. It is a bit oversized, and I will say I got really hot in the crowd wearing this. Like, note to self, like it does not make sense to crochet a sweater for an indoor concert. Next, I bought quite a few Caron Simply Soft skeins, but I only bought like 3 of each color for like the closing sales and stuff. And so I am on a journey, we'll call it, to make 3 skein shirts for my wardrobe. And so I have 2 so far, and I'm really, really in love with both of them. So this one kind of looks a little weird off, but on it looks so good. This is the Simply Soft and the speckled in the colorway Seashell. And this with like my long black skirt looked really good. I'm sure it'll look good with other things in my wardrobe. I really thought this was going to look good with my pink tulle skirt. It did not, and I think it's because the tone, so this isn't pure white, this is an off-white, like more of a cream, and I think that with the muted pink of my tulle skirt, no. Whereas like this with the tulle skirt works really well. First off, I like the silhouette of it because it's like big, boxy, oversized, right? But I think it's because I have so many colors that it just, you know, the tones like blend together. So this was kind of a weird one. I made it and then I realized that I had essentially just done my raglan pattern, but had it open. And so I have it where it ties in the middle, but I was kind of disappointed. It doesn't look as good as I thought it would with like a black tank top underneath, which was really what I was wanting for this. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it looks really good with a black turtleneck, so I'll probably be wearing it more in the winter time. Then I also made this two-toned tote bag, blue and white. I don't know, I just liked the way these look together, and I think I am going to keep this one for myself. I just need somewhere to use it. Because whenever I like go places, I'm just like, oh, let me just throw it in my purse. I'm trying to be a tote bag girl. All right, and here's another tote bag. This one's probably gonna get listed on my shop. It's just gray mesh bag. And then I've got two more bandanas. So this one, I cannot remember the colorway to save my life, but I did not realize that it was like green and blue because the outside of it was just red and like tiny bits of green. But nah, there was a lot of color in there. So yeah, that'll be on the website. Same with these. This one in particular is a little bit odd because I ran out of yarn, so I used gray on the top here and to finish out the sides, but it doesn't clash too crazy. And then this last thing is a mesh dress cover up. It's not as oversized as I wanted it to be, unfortunately, and that's my own fault. I got a big booty, and unfortunately I did not make it big enough to be oversized on my butt, but it will be a nice swimsuit cover up, or even if I just want to do a black tank top and biker shorts sometime when it's like really, really hot in the summer, it's gonna be fine. And I'm really proud of it. I think it turned out really, really good. All right, that is everything. That was so much. I was like trying to figure out like, oh, what am I gonna put in here? Is it even gonna be enough? Nope, I have enough. I, in fact, did have enough. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to give this video a like. Leave a comment down below what your favorite like crochet shirt patterns are. Like not a sweater, not like a long sleeve like what I'm wearing, but like kind of like the vest or the shirt that I showed you. Because I have other ones that I have other skeins of yarn that I would like to make shirts with. Yeah, and tell me what you've been working on, what you've been crocheting or knitting on, or any other craft that you've been doing recently. I would love to know. Thanks again so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.